No, Margo. You're not leaving here until you tell me what Garrison did with that money.
What makes you think I know?
Of course you know. Kristen tells you everything.
She didn't tell me what Clarke did with the money.
You're lying.
I'm not. Honestly.
She never said a word to you about it?
Kristen doesn't even know herself.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm not going to say one more word about this. If you have any more questions, just ask Kristen.
You hate this guy almost as much as I do.
I don't hate him.
But you don't trust him either, right?
No.
Why? What happened between you two?
Nothing I want to talk about.
You two were never involved?
No.
Level with me, Margo.
Rich, don't be ridiculous. Why are we talking about this?
Because I want to find out what Garrison's up to. I want to know what he did with that money.
If you have any more questions, ask your sister.
I intend to, but I'm sure there's more you can tell me.
There's no more that I can or will tell you.
What is it about this guy? He's so transparent, and yet he's got women doing cartwheels to protect him.
Not this woman. This woman only does cartwheels to protect herself.
Whatever that means.
I have to get back to work.
And notice the bodice. It's frivolous yet ultra feminine.
Be very nice in chiffon.
I was about to suggest the same thing.
All right, what about the swimsuits?
Oh, actually, I only had time to do 5.
5? Good Lord, Clarke, how many of these do you hope to get finished?
I don't know. I've been burning the clock at both ends.
Well, 5 is plenty, believe me. And they're very good. All right, let's get comprehensives up on all of these. And I want to see patterns cut on this one and this one.
Good. I'll get right to it.
Good. Anything else?
Well, actually, there's one thing.
What?
I'll be direct with you. You appreciate that. Dad Forrester, I think I deserve a raise, or at least a bonus. My work has pleased you.
Yes, yes, it has.
And I've taken extra time and effort on a project I wasn't even hired to do.
The Australian account.
Now, mind you, I did that for the good of the family. But my salary is less than I feel my work deserves.
If you don't mind, Clarke, I'd like to give you a little constructive criticism.
Dad, I've been looking all over for you.
What for?
Well, I wanted to go over these notes for the meeting I missed. Did my wonderful husband tell you what he's doing for me?
Honey, I'd rather we not get into that.
Don't be so modest.
I'd really rather keep it a surprise.
No, wait, what's this all about?
He's planning the most amazing surprise for me, Dad. Like nothing you could ever imagine.
Well, is it important that it remain a surprise?
I'm afraid so, for now.
Come on, Dad. Let's go to your office. We need to go over this.
All right. Clarke, we will continue talking about the subject you brought up later.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Spencer.
Good morning, Miss Cratchit.
Would you like some coffee?
No, I would not like coffee, thank you. And hold all the calls. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Mr. Spencer,
What?
I think you should know. I looked at a copy of Stud magazine.
You, Miss Cratchit?
Yes, sir. And I thought you looked very cute.
And Miss Cratchit, you have been alone too long.
The bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Puffs and Puffs Plus facial tissues. We have a soft spot for noses.
Damn it, Margo. How many times do I have to tell you not to sneak up on me like that?
I was just standing here, Clark.
Well, knock before you come in that door.
The door was open.
All right, look, what do you want?
Nothing, really.
Nothing. You just came here to stare at the back of my head?
And to ponder a man who's about to self-destruct right before my very own eyes.
Well, if you were here just a few seconds before, you would have seen a man who was having praise heaped on him by his father-in-law, not to mention his wife. So I wouldn't rush that obituary, Margo. I've got a long and fruitful life ahead of me.
I don't know. You live too close to the edge to live a very long life. Fruitful or otherwise.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You got to take a risk once in a while. It's the path to greatness, and the only path, if you ask me.
Well, we could have made it to greatness at just a fraction of the risk.
Don't start with me, Margo.
Of course, I didn't have the name of Forrester behind me, but I have a good job here. I could have gotten you into the company just as easily as Kristen did.
Who are you kidding? I was from the enemy camp, remember? The designer from Spectra. Eric never would have hired me.
But married to his favorite little daughter, well, that made all the difference in the world, didn't it?
You said it. I didn't.
Because it's true. That's why you married her.
Look, Kristen also happens to be a knockout. Or didn't you notice?
Well, that's why you slept with her, but that's not the reason that you married her. You married her because she's your meal ticket. You know, the ironic thing is, you're now about to destroy that meal ticket.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about me, honey.
Believe me, honey, I don't worry about you.
Well, good. Because I'm on my way up that good old ladder of success, 2 rungs at a time.
So it appears.
Yeah. And nothing is stopping me, Margo.
With the possible exception of Ridge Forrester.
Ridge? He's a lightweight. By the way, what did he want with you before?
Oh, he just wanted to show me something that he came across.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
A check for $100,000. Yes, love, that's right. The check that Kristen wrote out to you. Ridge wanted to ask me what it was for.
Ridge, what's up?
Sit down, Kristen.
I can't. I only have a minute. What is it?
It's about that $100,000 check you wrote.
Ridge, I don't want to talk about that.
I found out who you wrote it to, sis.
You got a hold of my canceled checks?
Yes.
Damn it, Ridge.
I want to know what Garrison did with that money.
You are way out of line.
You don't know, do you?
This is not open for discussion.
What did he do? Make it sound like he needed a loan?
That is exactly what he did.
And that he couldn't tell you what he was using it for?
Right again, big brother.
So you lent it to him months ago.
Yes, and it's all gone.
Damn him!
Trouble is, Ridge, he did tell me what he did with that money. He's building me a dream house, and it was meant to be a surprise.
Nick, you telling me that's all she said? She just wants to meet us here?
That's it. That's all she said.
Hey, was she calling long distance?
No, Rocco, she never took that trip to London.
She never?
No.
Oh, man, Nick, what is up with her,
How
huh?
am I supposed to know,
Well,
Rocco?
Donna, hey.
Well, where have you been?
I've got to talk to both of you.
Good, because I think that we have a couple of questions for you, too.
There's no time for questions. Just hear me out. We're in trouble. Big trouble. We've got to do something about it right now.
Trouble, right? What do you mean? What kind of trouble?
I've been talking to Bill Spencer. He's suspicious.
About what?
He thinks he knows who's responsible for putting his picture in Stud magazine.
Nah, no way. That's not possible. Look, Donna, the man's putting you on.
Why would he do that?
Look, why wouldn't he? Unless, of course, you've become so close with him that you know better.
Will you listen to me? That man could be on to us now. What are we going to do about it?
All right. Look, Donna, how's he been treating you?
I don't know. Same as usual, I guess.
But he canceled that trip to Europe, right? To London. Why did he do that?
Because he felt like he had to handle the Stud magazine thing.
Either that or he's having second thoughts about you.
I don't think so.
Look, Donna, if he knows about us, then I'm sure he knows about you.
I just can't believe he is suspicious of me. I'm his protege. He confides in me.
Oh, yeah? About what?
About everything, Nicholas. What do you think a protege is for?
To teach! That's what a protege is for, Donna, to teach!
Well, it's a lot more than that.
Whoa! You guys is cooling, all right? We have a very serious situation here. Fine, the man's on to us, fine. The gig's up. Okay, we take him on public.
Rocco, we can't do that. The man has got too many guns to do that.
Guns. We have Donna. All right, she's living proof of his smart organization. Papers get a hold of that, they have a field day.
Now, wait a minute, both of
Look,
you.
this is no time to hedge. Now, either you are with us or you are not.
That's right. Look, you're the one who got us into this mess. What are you going to do to get us out, huh?
You, Rocco, are the one that snuck in there and took that picture without consulting me first.
Frank. Look, Frank, you're all wrong about that. This is more than just Spencer's problem. It's our problem. Spencer represents this company, Frank. No, matter of fact, he is this company, and when he's hurt, it hurts all of us. Look, friend, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get a hold of everyone in your division, and you tell them to keep this thing contained. You understand? Damn it, Frank, I don't care. Don't you tell me it's impossible. Look, this is a war, Frank. We have been sabotaged, and our leader has been defiled. That's right. You know something, Frank? You know, so I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear you say that, and I'm going to tell you something. If I ever hear you talk about Bill Spencer again like that, not only are you going to be out of the streets and out of a job, but I am definitely going to come over there to your office and kick you in the teeth. You understand? Right. Listen up, Frank. Spencer is our boss. He's been taken advantage of, and we have to rally around him, Frank. We have to fight this thing and fight it, damn it! Right. That's what I want you to do. Frank, look. I know you haven't exactly seen eye to eye with Spencer. He's done a lot of good for this community. And I think that we should not let this town forget that. That's the line, Frank. Now you get it out.
I'd bet anything that it was you, Nicholas. I sworn to it. Despite everything, I'm not positive it isn't.
You're telling me that Garrison used that $100,000 to build a house?
Yes, Ridge.
And you just found out about it?
Last night.
Why last night?
If you must know the truth, I myself had my own suspicions about that money.
Well, at least you weren't totally taken in by it.
I wasn't even partially taken in. I have been hounding my husband for weeks about that money. He kept insisting that I'd ruin his surprise if he told me. But no, I wouldn't let it go. Until last night, when I literally forced him to tell me. He did better than that. He showed me, Ridge.
He showed you the house.
Mm-hmm. He drove me right over there.
Is it finished?
Not even close. But from the looks of it, it's gonna be pretty fabulous.
Then I'm wrong. Maybe the guy came through after all.
He sure did.
Hey, why don't we go out and take a look at it?
Right now?
Sure, I've got time. I'd love to see it.
Ridge got a hold of that canceled check?
Afraid so.
And he talked to you about it.
Well, he wanted to know the story behind it.
And what did you tell him?
Oh, Clark, what difference does it make? Ridge is a lightweight. Isn't that the word that you used?
What did you say, Margo?
Oh, my. What happened to all that lusty self-confidence? Weren't you the man among men who was going to bound up that ladder of success 2 rungs at a time?
Well, it doesn't matter what you said to him. Because the truth is out. I'm building my wife a house.
No, the truth is not out. The truth is at home, asleep in his crib.
You still never told me what you told Ridge.
I implied to him that I knew exactly what happened to the money, but I suggested that he talk to his sister.
Smart girl.
Clark, do you actually think it's going to end there?
Well, why wouldn't it? Kristen, she doesn't know I paid the money to you. She thinks I spent it on a house.
Oh. And naturally, Ridge is just going to believe that story.
Well, unless he thinks his sister is a liar, which he obviously wouldn't.
Oh, Clark, you are so naive at times. I swear you should just be put in protective custody.
Oh, all right, lady know-it-all. What's your interp?
Ridge is not going to accept that story, not until he sees the house on his own. Now tell me, my dear, can you afford to let that happen?
You want to go to the house right now?
No time like the present.
Ridge, I don't think I could find it again.
Come on, you know this area like your own backyard. We'll only be gone an hour or so.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Clark doesn't want me to go back there again.
Why not?
I spoiled his surprise once. I promised I wouldn't do it again.
I see. He takes you to a house in the middle of the night, one he claims to be building for you, and then tells you can't go back until it's finished?
That's right.
Doesn't that seem a little bit bizarre to you?
There you go again.
Kristen, if he's building the house for you, shouldn't you have some input? I mean, the kitchen, the master suite. I mean, don't you want to say in those kind of things?
I haven't thought about that yet.
Where is it?
I told you it was dark out.
Oh, come on. You know where it is? Think. What direction did you drive from Beverly Hills?
Toward the ocean.
What street did you take?
Sunset.
How far did you drive?
We drove past Holmby Hills and Bel Air.
Brentwood?
I think so.
Look, sis, I'm going to give you a suggestion. You're not going to like it, but I'll give it anyway. With or without me, go back and find that house. Check it out. Talk to the people who are building it. Make damn sure everything's as Clark said it was.
Ridge, I don't have to do that. I've doubted him once too often already. I question him one more time, and I could destroy our relationship.
Kristen, not questioning him could destroy you. Go back to the house. Just to make sure. You don't have to say a word to Clark, but just go back to it. Please. I mean, soon. Please, sis.
Jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for The Bold and the Beautiful.